What's up, guys? My name is Ty Zen. Welcome to the cryptocurrency.market channel. This is a real world trading and investing and entrepreneurship channel. We like to share the things that we have done to grow and manage a 7, 8, 9-figure portfolio in the cryptocurrency market. In this video, guys, I want to talk about the things that help us make life-changing profits. You guys already know this is not a political channel. This is not a who's right, who's wrong channel. This is a life-changing profits channel. We talk about the things that help us make life-changing profits, okay? And in this video, guys, I want to talk about something that happens after you make life-changing profits, okay? And the problems that we run into in my life, on our team, and everyone, okay? And since, you know, this deals with people's personal lives, in my personal life and on my team and everything, I'm going to try to, and also some examples from my students that have made life-changing profits, okay? And so I'm gonna do my best to keep it kind of like private and confidential. I'm gonna try to share with you guys the experiences and the lessons that we had to go through on our team and my students had to go through in their life. And some of the details might not be 100% clear or it might be vague. And I'm doing that on purpose because I want to protect people's privacy. Okay, so here's the thing. When I was poor, many of you guys know that my backstory, my history is that, you know, I came from Vietnam as a poor Vietnamese refugee after the war. I lived in Malaysia in the refugee camps there for over a year, came to the US as a refugee, and I lived in the US, grew up there. I was not that smart academically, so I did not finish high school. I hung around the wrong people and the wrong friends in the ghettos of East Texas, in the downtown city of Port Arthur, Texas. And I hung around the wrong people, got involved in drugs, and I got busted. I went to federal prison for nearly 14 years, okay? And when I came out in my mid-30s, I came out, started learning how to trade stocks, commodities, Forex, and then got into crypto. We were one of the first channels in the world to talk about trading and investing in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies back in 2013. And we were the first channel to tell people to invest into the Ethereum ICO, into the Waves ICO, into the Stratus, into the Ant shares, a bunch of them, okay? So we've done well, we retired, but along the way, we had to learn some really tough lessons about friends and family when we made life-changing profits, okay? One of the things, when I was poor, since I was poor in my family, and I went to prison when I was 18 years old, I did not get a lot of respect from my family. So everyone in my family looked down on me. I was considered the black sheep. And if you're not from America, black sheep means that you're the loser in the family, okay? So me and my older brother were considered the losers in our family, right? Out of the 36 people that was on the boat with us that left Vietnam to come to America, me and my brother were the only ones that ended up in prison. And everybody else went to college, had a degree, all kinds of shit. So we were the only losers on that boat, that banana boat, okay? So anyways, so when we were in prison, all our family members, they laughed at us, they looked down on us, you know, thought we were a bunch of fucking losers, which we were. They were right. They have every right to think that. So I'm not holding it against my family members. Hey, you know what? You got a bunch of idiots that go sell drugs and end up in prison. They're fucking losers, okay? However, I was not a loser all my life. I was a loser up until the time I got out of prison. After that, I changed my mindset. And that's how I became wealthy and made life-changing profits, okay? It starts in here first, and then it comes out. Wealth comes from inside your head. It doesn't come from outside of you. Anybody that tells you that wealth comes from without, they're wrong. It comes from within inside of us, okay? Change your mind and you'll change your money. So You hear a lot of gurus, you hear a lot of people telling you about that. I ain't no damn guru, but I can tell you that with me and my students and my team members, we had to change our mindset in order to make more life-changing profits, okay? So one of the first things that happened, let's talk about the family first. The family first, okay? And then I'll talk about the friends. The family, inside the family, in the past, people would look down on me because I was a high school dropout and I went to prison for drugs, okay? But after I started making money and they saw that I was making money, I was retired, I was coming back to Vietnam, retired in my mid-40s and stuff, then things start to change. They have a different view of me. Oh, so now, all of a sudden, the Ty that used to be a dumbass, the Ty that used to be a loser, is now the Ty that's the smartest guy in the family. No, I'm not. I'm not the smartest guy in the family. I come from a family of very dumb genetics. Everybody, all the men in my family, they're dumb as shit, right? The only reason why I got to where I'm at today, even though I'm dumb as shit, is because I can put my ego aside. And I'll make a separate video and talk about ego, okay? Just remember, I said this. If you're poor, it's because your ego. It's not because you don't know how to make money. It's not because you don't have money. It's not because you don't have capital. It's not because you don't have an education. It's not because you have a poor family. It's because you're born in the ghettos. It's because your ego, your fucking ego, okay? Your stupid ass ego. I'll make a video about that later on, okay? In this video, I want to go back to talking about the family. So, now, I got all my family members, I got half the family saying, oh, you know, Ty's smart. Ty's my cousin. He's wealthy, he's smart. I got my aunts that brag about me and shit. I got my cousins that brag about me and shit, right? And they're the same people that looked down on me when I was in prison and I was a loser. And like I said, guys, they have the right to do that. Because if you go sell drugs and you end up in prison for nearly 14 years, you deserve to be called a loser. Because who else does that? Who else goes to prison for 14 years for stupid, you know, for fucking selling drugs and shit? So they have every right. I don't hold it against them. I don't blame them. I don't do nothing. They have every right to believe that. And now they change their mind because they see the success that I've had in life. And they change their mind. I don't hold that against them either. You know, now they go, before they used to hide and they would be afraid to say that they were my aunt. They were afraid to say that they were my cousin. They were afraid to say that they were related to me. But now they want to brag to everybody that, hey, I'm related to Ty Zen. That's my nephew, that's my niece, that's my cousin, that's my brother, you know, that's my friend, that's my business partner, you know. They want to brag about that. And there's nothing wrong with that either, okay? Because now I'm a winner. So because when you're a winner, people want to attach themselves to you. They want to be attracted to you. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. So don't hold it against them. Don't make judgments. Oh, you know, when I was down, you looked down on me, right? And now I'm a millionaire and you want to be my friend or you want to be my aunt or you want to be my uncle or shit like that. Don't worry about that. Because if you don't want them to flip-flop like that, then don't be a fucking loser in your life, okay? So now, but then I still have family members. They jealous, boy. They hating. They hating. Okay? They hating. Why? Because they went to college, they got a college degree, they still working the day job, they have no end in sight, they don't know when the fuck they're ever gonna retire and shit, right? So they still hating. They jealous. These things are going to happen. You cannot prevent this. And if you waste your time trying to appease them, appease means that you make them feel good or, hey, you know, come win to your side or be attracted to you, you are wasting your damn time. Because them people ain't never gonna change, okay? I have family members I try to help out. They don't even fucking say thank you after I help them with large sums of money. There's people that I offer to help and they actually get mad and they cuss me out for helping them, for offering to help them, okay? Why? Because they can't accept the fact that, hey man, how the hell, I went to college, I come out, I got a college degree, and I have no money right now, and you come out of prison for drugs, and now 11 years later you're retired? They're not gonna accept that. It's ego. I told you guys, poor people, they have huge egos. The more poor they are, the bigger their ego, okay? So that's from the family side. Why am I telling you this? Why am I telling you this about the family? Okay? Because so you can avoid it, you can prevent it. Because a lot of times on your wealth journey, guys, you think that, hey man, I'm all alone. I'm all alone. Okay? I forget what that hip hop song is. I'm all alone. Okay? You think that you're alone, but you're not. Everyone on my team has been through the same damn journey. We've all felt the same emotions, okay? The same pressure, the same stress from our families. And you will too. It's just how you deal with it. And it's good to know that other people that have gone in front of you have experienced the same thing, okay? So you will get pressure like, hey, Ty, you know, can I borrow some money? You know, hey, I heard you're doing well, you know, I'm doing bad here. The COVID situation, you know, my business going out, can you help me out, right? And your natural first instinct is, oh man, I got several $1 million, let me go help him out, right? It's only $50,000, you know, to keep his business afloat. You know, my dad only needs $100,000, right? To pay off his house, all this shit. Here's my response to you guys. Don't do any of that stupid shit. You hear me? Don't do any of that stupid shit, okay? You might say, hey, Ty, what are you talking about? If I have several $1 million and I can help my mom and dad pay off their house, right? Pay off the $200,000 debt on their house, right? I would do it, right? Why wouldn't I do it? Hey, I like to buy my mom a new car. Hey, I like to buy my wife a new car. Hey, I like to buy a new house myself. You don't do any of that stupid shit. You know why? Because that is a poverty mindset. That is a goddamn poverty mindset move, okay? Those actions lead you to poverty. And you might ask me, hey, Ty, what do you mean that's gonna lead me to poverty? I just made several $1 million following your channel. I made several $1 million. I made life-changing profits right now. Now I wanna change my life. I wanna live in a bigger house, drive a better car. I wanna drive a Lambo and all this shit, right? You see me living in a big house? You see me driving big cars? I will. I will. Trust me, I will. Okay? But there's a time and a place for everything. When you first make your money, right? Your money's here. Your money's here, right? Your mindset is here. So your money, your mindset, they're both right here. They might be slightly higher or lower. Let's say that you make $100,000 a year. You're right here, okay? You're right there. You might be a little bit up, your mindset over here, your money over here. They're somewhere close. What happens is after you make a few $1 million in crypto, you're way up here. Your mindset is way up there, but your mind is still down here. Your money is way up here now because you got several $1 million, you got several $100,000. And what happens is that takes time for your mind to catch up. It can't, you know, it took you, let's say when I was 44 years old, right? That's when I made my first $1 million in crypto, or in my life, period. So when I was 44 years old, it took me 44 years, and before I made my first $1 million, I had about, the most I ever had in my bank account was $75,000. The most, and it was there for only a brief moment. It was never there for long. It was there for a brief moment, okay? So don't think it was there for long. 75,000 US dollars. So it took me 43 years to make that to accumulate $75,000 worth of wealth. And now, overnight, or not overnight, but in several months, right, I made my first $1 million. So if you take $1 million and you divide it by 75,000, what is that? 15 times or something like that? I don't know. 13, 15 times, somewhere around there. It's less than 20 times. I know that. So out of nowhere, my wealth, my net worth, my assets increase 15 times, okay? And I'm not good in math, guys. I'm not one of those Asian guys that's good in math. So if it's not 15 times, hold on. I got another phone right here. Let me pull out my trusty calculator, right? And take $1 million and divide it by 75,000, right? That's 13 times. So it's not 15 times, but it's 13 times, right? I'm doing that because I know all you dumbass trolls out there, you're gonna jump on my ass about the math. Even though I told you guys I'm not good in math, you know, you guys can still jump on my ass anyway. So there, now you don't have no goddamn excuse, dumb fucks. Anyways, so my mind is down here, at a $75,000 level, but my money is up here at $1 million level. So when it's that far off, you're gonna start doing some stupid shit. For example, you will hear your mom or dad say, oh, I need help with this. Boom, you say, hey, I got this money, let me go help him out. Hey, my friend has this problem, let me go help him out, okay? And you don't wanna do that. You don't wanna do that. The first step that you take after you make life-changing profits is protection. You don't do charity, you do protection first. You make sure that that money is protected. You make sure that you are well taken care of, okay? At 44 years old, I knew that, let's say if I had 3 heart attacks already, so I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna live to 100, okay? The probability is very low. So let's say I live to 90. That means I got another 45, 46 years of my life. That's 45, 46 years that I can help a lot of people if I have the money to help them. But as soon as I make my first million, if I start going to buy houses, buying Lambos, and buying helicopters and private jets and shit, right? Then what happens is, I haven't secured my finances. I haven't protected my finances. I haven't guaranteed that I will never have to work again. Okay? So because of that, I gotta go into protection mode. After I make the life-changing profits, the first step is, how can I protect this to guarantee that I will never ever have to work again and that I will never lose this money? Remember guys, you only have to be rich once. You don't have to be rich twice. If you be rich once, you become rich once and you protect it, you will never become poor again, right? As long as you don't do something stupid, make a big mistake. You can make small mistakes. You can test things with small bet sizes. Just don't go out there and test something with a big bet size and lose your ass and then go back to being poor again. Remember guys, you only have to become rich once. You don't have to become rich twice. Okay, once you become rich once, you do whatever you can to protect what you have and you will continue staying rich for the rest of your life, right? So, I have one of my students, as soon as he makes his first few $1 million in this bull market, he went, helped out this family member, that family member, and what it did was it created problems. It created problems. Oh, the one family member is, saying, hey, you helped so-and-so, how come you're not helping me? How come you gave so-and-so money and you didn't give me any money? Okay? So all these cocksuckers, okay, all these idiots and all these dumbasses that never did a damn thing. You tell them to buy Bitcoin, they don't buy it. You tell them to buy some ethers, they don't buy it. But as soon as you buy it, you take the risk and you go make some money, now they want a piece of it. You see that? That's why I call them cocksuckers, because they're just freeloaders, okay? All these people, they're just freeloaders. You ain't got time for that. And if you make the mistake and let them guilt trip you, they guilt trip you, okay? They guilt trip you. They go, oh man, oh you think that you got money now, Ty, and you're looking down on us, and you're being condescending towards us, and you think you're better than us, huh? No, I don't think that I'm being condescending towards you. I don't think that I'm looking down on you. I don't think anything. Matter of fact, why would I even fucking waste time thinking about it for? I've been telling you all these years, you don't fucking listen. And now you think I'm worried about it? No, I'm not. Okay? So, the reason why I'm telling you guys this, because this is the most common mistake that you guys are gonna make when you start making some money, okay? Is that you're gonna let your family members guilt trip you, okay? You ain't time for that. Nobody has the right to guilt trip you. When I was working in the downtown club district in the city of Austin, Texas, right? I remember when I first worked there, when I got out of prison, I was working down there, and these poor guys, these homeless people, they would come up and beg me for money. And if they did that, it was okay. I don't have a problem with that. But what I had a problem with is they would wait. My job was to pick up hot girls and bring them into the club for the club owners, right? And so that all the guys would come to the clubs. And I would notice that these homeless guys, they would wait specifically for me to pick up some hot, attractive, beautiful girls in my arms. And as I'm walking them into the club, then they come and ask me for money in front of the hot girls. They would ask me purposely, hey Ty, hey man, can I get $1 from you? Can I get $5 from you, man? In front of the hot girls. Now, why do you think they do that? Why do you think they don't do that shit when I'm just walking up and down the streets by myself? Why do they wait until I have a hot girl in my arms, then in my hand, and then they come and ask me? The reason is because they were trying to guilt trip me. They were trying to make me ashamed if I didn't give them money in front of the hot girl. And I would seem like would be like a bad gentleman or something, or I would not be a gentleman because I didn't help them out, right? And so the first few times that happened, I would take out $1 or $5 or whatever and give it to them because I felt bad, like, oh man, you know, this homeless guy's asking me for money in front of this attractive girl, and if I don't do that, right? If I don't give him some money, this girl might not like me, or she might look down on me or whatever. But then after that happened a couple of times, I realized, hey, when I was in prison, I didn't let one dude ever guilt trip me. Real men don't let people guilt trip them for shit, okay? To be a strong alpha male, a strong masculine man, you don't let anyone ever guilt trip you. Matter of fact, you don't let anybody affect your emotions, period. Your emotions are always neutral. You don't let someone make you happy or sad or angry, upset or jealous or get emotional. If you're a real man, your emotions should just be neutral. If you're a good trader, your emotions should just be neutral. You ain't worried about what Twitter says, market's going up, market's going down, none of that dumb shit, right? So I realized, hey man, if I didn't let people guilt trip me or make me get emotional in prison, why would I let this damn homeless dude get me emotional for? So the next time a homeless guy comes up and he asks me in front of the attractive girls that I had with me, I would say, hey man, I don't have any money. And they would say, hey, come on man, you know, help a brother out or help him, you know, help me out and stuff. And I would tell him, hey man, I would be polite to them. I say, hey, you don't need to take advantage of me walking with these attractive girls and try to make me feel guilty into giving you money, man. That's not a good way to ask for money. And I would take the girls and I would walk off, right? So that's what I invite you guys to do. That's what I invite you guys to do. Anytime a family member tries to guilt trip you because you took the risk, you took the risk, they didn't, okay? You sold your house, you sold your car, you delayed instant gratification, you delayed short-term gratification, right, for long-term gratification, right, for long-term wealth. You don't let them guilt trip you. It doesn't matter if they are your mom, it doesn't matter if they are your dad, it doesn't matter, period, right? The number one rule of money is you never put money into the hands of someone that doesn't know what to do with it, okay? And if they are guilt tripping you, that means that they're trying to make you feel ashamed because you didn't give them some money or loan them some money, then that person does not know what to do with money, because money does not come into the hands of people that like to put shame into other people, right? Money does not flow into the hands of people that bitch, whine, complain, and make others feel guilty. That's not where that's not how money works. In this world, money flows into the hands that bring value and give value and bring positivity into other people's lives. If you are a source of positive energy into this world and a source of value in this world, money will come to you. But if you are a source of value sucking and negative Nancy's and negative bullshit, then money will leave your hands and go to somewhere else. Some of you, my guys, might listen to this and say, Ty, you know what? You're letting money get to your head. I hope you go fucking broke someday. You're right. If I go broke someday, it's probably because I stopped giving value to the world. It's probably because I stopped giving value to you guys. And if I go broke, that's good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. You know why? Because obviously I'm not a good steward of that money anymore. And that money needs to go somewhere else. It needs to go somewhere else where people can give value to society, give value to the world, and give value to the people around them. So if I cannot do that no more, then it's good. It's a good thing that money goes somewhere else. It doesn't need to stay in my hands. Why should it stay in my hands? It ain't doing shit, right? So I don't feel bad about that. I accept that, because when you're playing the money game, you gotta understand the rules, guys. You gotta understand the rules of how money is made. You wanna make life-changing profits in your life, you gotta understand the rules of the money game, okay? And if you don't understand those rules, you ain't never gonna win, right? So if you play the game and you lose, it's okay. Just get your ass back up and play again, right? So some of you guys that's out there wishing that I go broke or wishing I go poor, that's good. You should wish I go poor. Ty, if you ain't providing value to this world, I hope that money goes somewhere else. That goes into the hands of somebody else that can provide more value to this world. I'll be happy for it, okay? I'm not gonna be sad, I'm not gonna be upset. I'm not gonna think that you're hating on me. right? Because that's how the money game works, whether I like it or not, okay? So I'm saying this because many of you guys are making money for the first time, right? You're gonna run into conflicts with your wife. That might be the first person, because she's the closest person to you. It might be your husband, because he's the closest person to you, okay? But you gotta remember this, okay? If you made these decisions to make these life-changing profits and you took this risk so your life, your family, your wife, everyone can do better, then why should you let somebody come in and interrupt that? Why should you let someone interrupt that and stop you from doing that, okay? Let me stop for a water break here, okay? I gotta walk outside. I like walking on the treadmill because it's in air conditioning, but because of the COVID lockdown in Bangkok, it's not a lockdown, it's a soft close. So because of that, I can't go to the gym and walk on the treadmill. Plus, it's kind of, I don't want to be noisy in the gym, making videos in the gym, so I'd rather just walk outside here behind the condo, right? This is the condo that I'm renting right now. And I bought the new condo down in, it's new for me. It's a 8-year-old condo. I bought a luxury condo in downtown Bangkok, but I'm waiting for the construction permits to remodel it because I want to take out the old floors and walls and put in marble floors and walls. So I'm waiting on that to get done before I can move in. So it'll be about 3 months before I can move my family in there, right? So anyways, back to what I was saying. Don't let people guilt trip you after you make your money. Matter of fact, after you guys make life-changing profits, whether it's $1 million or you become a millionaire for the first time in your life, this is what I strongly recommend you guys do. You lock that money away. Put it into a CD, put it into a bond for a year. You might say, hey, Ty, but that doesn't make sense, man. You talking about, you know, sell your house, sell your car, sell everything you got, sell your ass if you have to, you know, and put it into crypto and make some life-changing profits. And now you're telling me to take it and put it in some bonds that earn 1% or earn 0.5%? What are you, stupid? No, I'm not stupid, man. There's a lot of things I'm stupid about, but not when it comes to protecting my money, okay? So the reason why you want to do that, okay, is because, remember, your money is up here, but your mind is down here. You need time for your brain, your mind, to adapt to the new level of wealth that you have. Remember, your mind is down here, but your money is up here. So what happens is if you don't do something to protect that money, your mind is not ready to have that kind of wealth, so it's going to bring it down. You start giving it away. You're going to start buying cars, buying houses when you don't need it, buying cars when you don't need it, you're loaning it out to friends and family because your ego is big. I'm the big dog now, you know. Especially if you're in Asia, you want face. Oh, I'm going to buy this car, buy this house, buy my parents this house, this car, so that they can have face, so I can have some face in society, right? So I can have some status in society. Man, fuck all that shit, man. You keep doing that shit, your ass is going to go back and being broke and poor again. Remember, money leaves the hands of those that don't know what to do with it. Trying to have, you make your first million, you want to go have face and do all this stupid shit, right? You want to act like you're a big dog and shit. That money's going to leave you real quick. And you know who's going to go to? It's going to go to people like me that know what to do with it and protect it, okay? So you don't want me to take your money? You don't want your money coming to me, right? Don't do stupid shit, right? That's why a lot of people, a lot of the amateurs, a lot of broke asses online, they see me and Leon talking about making life-changing profits, talking about being millionaire traders and shit like that, right? And they say we're full of shit because they don't see us with Lambos and private jets and stupid shit like that. We ain't stupid. We ain't stupid. We might have been stupid when we were broke and poor, but now we figured out how to make some life-changing profits. We ain't gonna give that shit up. You think I'm gonna give that shit up? Fuck no. I'm not gonna give it up. You wanna be stupid and give up your money? You go do it. I ain't. I got a wife and 4 kids. I got mouths to feed. I don't want to go work in the corporate job, sit at a goddamn cubicle, sit there and look at dumb motherfuckers. They don't know what the fuck they're doing and they have to sit there and tell me what to do, right? I ain't got time for none of that shit. So that's why I'm gonna protect it. Now, my family can say, hey, Ty, you're being greedy. Hey, you're being selfish. Hey, you're not being, you know, you're not being charitable. You're not being giving. Man, fuck all that shit. Because when I became a millionaire the first time at 44 years old, right? If I lose it, I ain't gonna be able to help nobody. For 44 years of my life, I couldn't help people. I couldn't help shit because I was broke. I was poor. When you're broke and you're poor, you can't help nobody. And there's not one human being in the history of the United States or in the world that's ever helped out a large number of people when their ass is broke poor. When you're a broke ass, nobody wants to listen to you. Nobody gives a shit what you say, right? You can yell fire. You can yell, man, the building just got hit by a plane. Nobody gives a shit because you're poor. Nobody listens to the poor people in any part of any country, anywhere in the world. Okay, you might say, oh, Ty, you don't know history. You don't know about Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa was not poor, you dumbass. She had a bunch of fucking rich people backing her. Just because she didn't have the money doesn't mean that she doesn't have people backing her that had money. You can't go do all that shit for free. Fucking idiot, right? So the first thing you got to do after you make life-changing profits is you got to protect against the guilt, the shame, the embarrassment, and the dumb fucking financial advice that all your dumb fucking broke-ass friends and family try to give you. And the best way to do that is to lock up your money for at least a year. It takes about a year before your mindset gets adapted to your new level of wealth. Why does that? Because you've never had that kind of money. You've never had that kind of freedom. When I first quit my day job, I was not used to walking barefooted. I couldn't believe how great my toes felt walking barefooted. And you might say, God damn it, this is a goddamn 7, 8, 9-figure trading channel and you're talking about your toes, Ty? Yeah, I am, because I'm telling you the truth. This is a reality-based channel. So I was not used to that. I was not used to being wealthy and walking around barefooted all the time, right? So my toes, I remember like 2 or 3 months after we had to go do a boot camp, right? And I had to go teach the cryptocurrency investing boot camp. And I remember I put some tennis shoes on. I was walking around like 15 minutes later, my feet was hurting. My toes were hurting. And I'm thinking, like, what the hell? I've been wearing dress shoes all my life, it didn't hurt. Why am my toes hurting wearing tennis shoes and shit? And it's because my toes had never been that free. That 2 months, 3 months that I was off, I quit my day job and I didn't work or nothing, that was freedom for my toes. And then when I started putting shoes on my feet again, it was in so much pain because had to go back and being scrunched up in some shoes again. Okay, but anyways, the reason why I'm telling you guys these things, okay, is so you don't let your family guilt trip you, okay? Right? Lock up your money. Don't do shit. You don't do shit. I hate to say this. Don't even let your spouse know how much you made. Why? Because it just creates problems. If your spouse did not follow you along, help you learn how to use the wallets, learn how to move coins around, right? I would not do anything. I would not even tell your spouse how much money you made because it only creates problems. And right now, you need to be playing at 100%. Your mind don't gotta deal with this stress from my spouse, you know, from my partner, my husband or my wife about how I should use this money. Oh, they're guilt tripping me, they're shaming me for not helping their in-laws out or their brother out, their sister out. None of that dumb shit. You spend the first year or 2 years and you protect your assets, okay? And you play at 100%. You keep on the journey that you're on right now. After that year or two, your mindset, your money's up here, your mind's out here. Your mindset will start to grow. And now it's ready to do something with that money, right? And at that point, when you want to do charity, you want to help somebody out, you want to pay for some kid's college, right? You want to pay for your niece's college education, you want to pay for your nephew's college education, you want to help your dad buy a car or something, at that point you can. But here's the thing, make sure that you have enough money to where you don't ever have to work again. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you know, we have this myth growing up that we should not be selfish. But here's the thing, guys, if the ship is sinking, right, I need to save myself first before I can save you. When a plane is crashing and they tell you, hey, grab the oxygen mask, you gotta grab the oxygen mask, right? And you gotta put it on your face and put the band on around your head to make sure that oxygen mask is on your face before you try to save your wife or your kids. Why? Because it can happen very quickly, guys. If you die of no oxygen, you cannot help anybody. Just because you have the oxygen mask in your hand does not mean you are done protecting yourself. You gotta put it on your face, You gotta strap it in around your head so it doesn't come off. Then you look over to your side and then you try to help your wife and your kids out. If you don't save yourself first, you cannot help anybody. That's why in my family, I refuse to let my parents, my spouse, my wife, my kids, or anybody make a decision that is gonna influence my finances. If they are not qualified, I don't listen to them. If they haven't taken the time to learn about money, about how to create and protect life-changing profits, I don't listen to them. If something happens to me, I leave all my assets, my crypto, to my business partner, leonfood.com, and my business partner, David. They're gonna be the ones in charge of distributing the money to my family and my kids. And you might say, Ty, that's a lot of money to just give somebody outside your family. Okay, who am I gonna trust inside my family to know how to use private keys? Who am I gonna trust inside my family to use multi-sig wallets? Who am I gonna trust? Nobody. There's nobody I can trust. When you guys think of money, you guys gotta stop thinking of friends and family and think of, is this person qualified or not qualified? That's what you think. That's how you judge someone. Are they qualified or are they not qualified? If they're not qualified, you go find somebody and hire somebody that is qualified to do the things that you need to do, right? Am I gonna leave my money to my kids? Absolutely not. I don't know if they're gonna be a bunch of idiots. I don't know if they're gonna be a bunch of drug addicts or alcoholics. They're gonna screw up all my money that I leave to them. So when I leave my money, I gotta leave it to somebody else to manage it and distribute the profits to my kids. I can't just give it to my kids. Why? That sounds good and everything, but that's not the reality, because I don't know what my kids are gonna do when they grow up. I'll be dead by then, okay? So, live in reality, guys, not in fantasy land, all right? Sounds good in theory, but that's not how it works in reality. Okay, so I've been talking about your family. Let's talk about your friends. You know what? This video is long enough already. Let me cut it off, end it here. And in the second part, I'll talk about money and your friends, okay? And how it changes. You know, in this one, I talked about how you need to protect your money, stop giving it away, protect it first. Let your mind get to where your money's at. And then after that, then you can start helping people around you. Remember guys, you got the rest of your life to help people. It's not like this is the only time you can help someone, right? When I retired and I became financially free, after I made some life-changing profits, when I was 44 in my mid-40s, I still got 40, 50 years left to help people. What am I in a rush for, huh? I wasn't in a rush to make this money. Why am I in a rush to give it away for? Right? So don't do that, guys, all right? In the second part of this video, I'm gonna talk about how life-changing profits affects your family, okay, in part 2. I'll talk about that, all right? So I'll see you guys in the second video.